Many people envision success, yet only a select few are ready to take the necessary steps. If you aspire to stand out, grow, and genuinely achieve greatness, it is essential to undertake challenging tasks every day. The reality is that by avoiding struggle, you also forfeit success. However, if you are prepared to transcend your limits, you can follow these steps to attain the success you have been pursuing. Every remarkable achievement starts with a decision, the choice to deviate from comfort and embrace difficulty. This fundamental principle of success is intricately linked to human progress. The distinction between those who achieve greatness and those who resign to mediocrity lies in one undeniable truth: their capacity to do what others hesitate to do. While the majority pursue comfort, security, and the predictable path, history honors those who venture into the unknown, withstand adversity, and possess the unwavering resolve to convert hardship into triumph. The disciplined and directed mind emerges as humanity's most potent force, yet it is only through resistance that it is strengthened. Just as a blacksmith tempers steel with fire, the mind must be forged through trials. The notable industrialists, inventors, and thinkers who transformed the world did not opt for an easy path. Instead, they chose a journey laden with obstacles. Understanding that struggle is synonymous with growth and hardship leads to transformation. Opting for the difficult route distinguishes you from the masses, cultivating resilience and fostering a mindset that remains undeterred by failure. Those who avoid discomfort may never realize the depths of their potential, as they have not tested their limits. Conversely, individuals who accept the pain of discipline will soon reap the rewards of persistence. The universe aligns with those who refuse to submit. The pursuit of success is not solely fought in external arenas. Rather, it takes place within the confines of the mind. Doubt, fear, and fatigue will attempt to seduce you into abandoning your quest. It is during these pivotal moments that the true test emerges. Will you proceed or will you retreat? That singular decision will shape your fate. Every leader, innovator, and historical figure has encountered this crossroads, feeling the weight of exhaustion and the sting of failure. Yet they persisted. They recognized that just beyond the threshold of pain lies the reward that most will not witness. When the mind is focused on a specific goal and the will is supported by unwavering determination, nothing becomes unattainable. It requires more than mere dreaming or hoping. Action serves as the bridge between vision and reality. When action is taken in the face of discomfort, it becomes the catalyst for transformation. Greatness is reserved for those willing to endure. The pressing question remains: will you be among them? Many individuals live their lives in the pursuit of comfort, seeking security and shunning risks. In doing so, they unconsciously bind themselves to mediocrity. Comfort is deceptive. It lulls you into complacency, leading you to believe that safety and satisfaction are sufficient. However, these concepts are illusions if they come at the expense of growth. Look around. Every significant innovation and success story arises from discomfort. Whether it is the entrepreneur who risks everything, the athlete who pushes their body to its limits, or the artist who pours their soul into their craft despite repeated rejection, these individuals refuse to allow comfort to dictate their actions. They understand that while comfort may be alluring, it stifles progress. The mind resembles a muscle. It becomes stronger when challenged, but weakens when inactive. Those who settle for ease never unlock their true potential because they have never pushed beyond their boundaries. On the other hand, those who confront discomfort cultivate resilience, forge an unshakable mindset, and become the architects of their destinies. The world rewards those who dare to advance despite adversity. Consider the Wright brothers, who faced skepticism as they sought to conquer the skies. Henry Ford, who was ridiculed when revolutionizing the automobile industry. Or Thomas Edison, who encountered countless failures befitting his invention of the light bulb. These men pursued greatness instead of seeking comfort. Most individuals cling to what is known and safe, convincing themselves that tomorrow will be a better day to begin, or that the risks are too formidable. As time passes, they reflect on their lives, wondering why they never achieved the dreams they once held dear. For those who grasp this truth, the path is clear. Growth occurs when one pushes beyond the familiar and dares to confront self-challenges by willingly stepping into the unknown. Transformation is closest when you are in moments of discomfort, exhausted, doubting, and contemplating giving up. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is straightforward. It is not intelligence, talent, or luck, but rather the willingness to undertake difficult tasks and to persist when others retreat, sacrificing temporary comfort for lasting fulfillment. So, what will you choose? The comfort of stagnation or the discomfort of progress? One choice will keep you where you are, while the other will lead you to where you need to be. This decision will define your future. The pathway to success is not smooth, but fraught with obstacles, failures, and setbacks. However, these challenges do not signify retreat. They are confirmations that you are on the right track. No one who has achieved greatness has done so without struggle. No empire has ever risen without facing resistance. Every failure, setback, and hardship can serve as a stepping stone to greater accomplishments if you choose to perceive it that way. Your most valuable asset is resilience. The ability to rise after each fall and forge ahead when every fiber of your being urges you to quit. This quality sets the achievers apart from those who yearn for more but do not attain it. The weak succumb to challenges, while the strong utilize them as fuel. The greatest minds and industry pioneers have all endured unprecedented hardships, yet they refused to let these challenges define them. Instead, they allowed them to refine their character. Imagine the tallest tree in the forest. It did not grow strong because it faced no tests, but because it weathered tempests. It bent but did not break, its roots deepening with each trial. The winds tried to uproot it, and the rains sought to drown it. But it persevered, growing stronger through each challenge. Your trials are not intended to destroy you. They are designed to fortify you. Resilience serves as your shield against failure, propelling you forward when motivation wanes. And rest assured, motivation will sometimes falter. The initial thrill of a new goal will fade, and when it does, many people stumble. But those who cultivate resilience will continue even when the journey becomes hard and success seems far away. They recognize that the true reward lies not in a moment of inspiration, but in the persistent battle against adversity. Here lies the reality. Resilience is not an inherent trait, it is something you develop. It is fortified in the moments when you refuse to yield. Each time you confront adversity and choose to persevere, you build resilience. Every time you fall and rise again, you expand your capacity to withstand even greater challenges. History bears witness to this truth. Thomas Edison failed thousands of times before successfully creating the light bulb. Abraham Lincoln experienced numerous defeats before rising to become one of the most esteemed presidents. Henry Ford faced ridicule before revolutionizing the automobile industry. What would have transpired had they chosen to surrender? Their names would have faded into obscurity, and their impacts would have been negligible. Yet, because they endured, they etched their names into the annals of history. The question is, will you choose to endure, or will you yield? The world is rife with those who quit, allowing transient discomfort to dictate their fate. But for those who persevere, refusing to accept failure as final, the boundaries of achievement are limitless. Choose wisely, for within that choice lies your destiny. Success is not a matter of chance. It results from intentional, deliberate action that begins with a clear goal. Without a goal, you are akin to a ship without a compass, aimlessly drifting at the mercy of external forces. No great achievement has ever stemmed from mere luck. Each towering success derives from a well-defined objective, a vision so vivid and compelling that it becomes an all-consuming obsession. The most successful individuals in the world are not merely dreamers, they are doers. They do not sit passively, waiting for fortune to locate them. They establish clear objectives, deconstruct them into actionable steps, and pursue them with relentless fervor. This is the formula for achievement. It is not talent, luck, or privilege that separates those who ascend to greatness from those who remain stagnant. It is the discipline to define a goal and pursue it with unyielding tenacity. You must do the same. Clearly identify what you want and be explicit. Vague aspirations yield vague outcomes. A person who merely desires success will never attain it because they have not precisely articulated what success signifies to them. However, someone who confidently declares their intention to earn a specific amount of money, build a particular business, or master a distinct skill has taken the first step toward transforming that intention into reality. Once you establish your goal, document it. Writing crystallizes thought, turning an abstract idea into something concrete. A goal that exists solely in your mind is merely a wish. In contrast, a clearly defined goal transforms into a commitment, a contract with yourself that demands accountability. Yet a goal alone is insufficient. You must devise a plan, breaking your goal into manageable, actionable, and time-bound steps. Success does not occur overnight. Rather, it results from consistent, incremental efforts that compound over time. The most accomplished individuals grasp this principle. They do not focus solely on the end result, but rather concentrate on the daily actions required for attainment and, most importantly, they act with purpose every single day. A plan devoid of action is futile. The world is filled with people who dream yet never act, who wish but remain idle. They await the perfect moment, seeking ideal opportunities, yet perfection is a mirage. The sole path forward is through action. Imperfect yet determined action. Do not allow fear or doubt to paralyze you. The individual who hesitates, second-guesses, or waits for permission will remain stagnant, never progressing. Conversely, the man who acts, learns from his missteps, refines his approach, and persists in the face of challenges will shape his own destiny because a goal without action remains a mere wish, and wishes do not alter the world. Action does. Purposeful, determined, and disciplined action distinguishes between a dreamer and a doer. There exists a force that exceeds talent and is more critical than intelligence: belief. The steadfast conviction that you are capable of achieving whatever you set your mind to is paramount. Talent alone falls short, and intelligence alone is insufficient. A multitude of individuals endowed with extraordinary skills never realize their full potential due to a lack of belief. They allow doubt to cloud their dreams, surrendering to the voices that declare they are not good enough, and as a result, they stagnate, confined by their own minds. You must avoid making that mistake. The only limits that exist are those you impose upon yourself. Success is not reserved for the fortunate. It is available to anyone who dares to claim it. Yet, before the world can believe in you, you must first believe in yourself, even when no one else does, even when failure suggests you should quit, and even when every circumstance appears contrary to your aspirations. Achievement begins within the mind. It is first born in thought before it manifests in reality. If you can envision it, if you can feel it, if you can genuinely believe it, you can bring it into existence. This is not mere optimism. It is a fundamental truth behind accomplishment. Every significant achievement throughout history began as a thought, a vision held steadfastly in the minds of its creators, impervious to doubt. Thomas Edison envisioned the light bulb long before it illuminated a room. Henry Ford dreamed of the automobile before it transformed the world. The Wright brothers believed in flight before any aircraft took to the skies. They did not wait for validation or seek permission. They believed, and their faith manifested in reality. However, belief is not passive. It requires action. True belief demands persistence, determination, and an eagerness to surmount obstacles. When setbacks arise, and they will, belief is the force that propels you forward, turning failure from a dead end into a stepping stone. Most individuals surrender at the first hint of adversity, perceiving failure as evidence of incapacity. In contrast, those who genuinely believe recognize that failure simply represents a lesson, an essential component of the journey toward success. They refuse to let doubt take root and do not permit fear to guide their actions. Instead, they press on, knowing that belief, when coupled with unyielding effort, becomes an unstoppable force. So, which path will you choose? Will you let doubt dictate your future? Or will you nurture the unshakable belief that you are destined for something extraordinary? The choice is yours, and in that choice lies the key to your future. Dare to believe. Envision your success before it materializes. Act with conviction for those who believe in themselves and reject limitations, who steadfastly uphold their vision in the face of adversity, are the individuals who change the world. Passion acts as the fuel that transforms obstacles into stepping stones. It is the fervor that ignites those unwilling to settle for mediocrity. When you are passionate about something, no setback can deter you, and no failure is permanent. Passion has the power to turn adversity into opportunity and the impossible into the inevitable. In its absence, success remains fleeting and ambition diminishes. The figures who have made a significant impact were not driven by money or fame. They were motivated by passion. The great inventors, industry pioneers, and revolutionary thinkers worked not just for profit, but for something greater than themselves. Thomas Edison tirelessly sought to harness electricity, failing thousands of times, yet remaining focused on his vision. Henry Ford withstood ridicule while striving to make the automobile accessible to the public. The Wright brothers faced skepticism and setbacks, yet their passion for flight propelled them above all challenges. Passion is the distinguishing force separating those who wish from those who achieve. When you are genuinely passionate, quitting becomes an impossibility. In contrast, those devoid of passion surrender at the first sign of difficulty, viewing failure as the conclusion rather than the commencement of the journey. Those brimming with passion regard failure as a lesson, a mere detour along the road to triumph. Setbacks become motivation to move forward, converting obstacles into challenges rather than excuses to retreat. Find that thing that ignites your soul, that which keeps you awake at night, inundating your mind with ideas, fueling you to act even when the odds are stacked against you. A person devoid of passion drifts through life feeling uninspired and unfulfilled. However, someone who discovers their passion becomes unstoppable, greeting each day with purpose and eager to advance one step closer to their vision. This individual does not rely on external encouragement because their passion fuels their internal drive. Yet, passion alone is insufficient. It must be supported by discipline, persistence, and action. Passion without effort is simply a daydream. The world is filled with those who discuss what they love, yet remain inactive, failing to take the necessary steps to transform their dreams into reality. Passion must be harnessed, directed, and sustained through consistent effort. Pursue your passion with vigor. Do not wait for an ideal moment, for perfection is an illusion. Begin where you are with what you currently possess. Allow your passion to guide you, to drive you, and to instill a sense of fearlessness in the face of adversity. A life devoid of passion is a life only half-lived. Those who live passionately, dedicating themselves to their purpose, will be the ones who leave a lasting impact on the world. The question remains, will you join their ranks? Failure is not the antithesis of success. Rather, it is an integral part of the accomplishment process. Each failure you encounter should not signal an end, but serve as a lesson to learn from. It is a testament to your determination and a stepping stone on your quest for achievement. The most remarkable figures in history, the innovators, leaders, and pioneers, have experienced far more failures than successes. Nonetheless, their failures shaped and strengthened them. For instance, Thomas Edison failed over 10,000 times while perfecting the electric light bulb. Each attempt brought him closer to success and taught him what strategies would not work. Henry Ford faced bankruptcy while redefining the automobile industry, and Abraham Lincoln endured numerous political defeats before ascending to the presidency. These individuals did not permit failure to define them. They allowed it to refine their character. The only real failure is quitting. As long as you continue to move forward, you have not truly failed. You have merely learned. Every setback carries within it the potential for an equivalent or greater opportunity. The person who recognizes this truth will not allow defeat to crush them. Instead, they will ask, "What can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to grow?" In so doing, they will turn failure into an influential tool for success. Most individuals perceive failure as a conclusion. They encounter one setback and quickly convince themselves that success is unattainable. They internalize failure, allowing it to erode their self-confidence and ambition. Yet failure does not indicate incapacity. Rather, it serves as an invitation for growth. The distinction between those who achieve success and those who do not is simple. Successful individuals continue to progress, regardless of how many times they stumble. Failure is a teacher. It unveils weaknesses that need fortifying, strategies that require refining, and mindsets that must transform. It compels you to cultivate resilience, foster patience, and refine your tactics. The person who welcomes failure as part of their journey will ultimately reach their destination, whereas the person who fears failure will never take the initial step. There is no shame in failing. The only shame is in refusing to rise again. If you stumble, if you fall, or if you face seemingly insurmountable obstacles, remember that every inspirational success story comprises chapters of failure. The critical inquiry is not whether you will fail, but how you will respond when you do. Will you allow failure to defeat you, or will you harness it to strengthen your resolve? Your answer determines whether you will attain greatness or remain among those who succumb prematurely. Success belongs to those who refuse to surrender, who view failure not as a curse, but as a gift and a necessary step along the path to victory. Therefore, embrace failure. Let it educate you, shape you, and drive you forward. As long as you persist, you have not truly failed. You have merely equipped yourself for success. The moment you cease learning is the moment you stop growing. Knowledge is power, serving as the foundation for all success. No individual has achieved greatness by being satisfied with their existing knowledge. Like a muscle, the mind requires constant exercise, nourishing itself with new concepts, refining through experience, and sharpening through the pursuit of wisdom. Those who cease learning, believing they have reached the pinnacle of their knowledge, unknowingly initiate their decline. The most successful individuals are lifelong learners. They never presume to know enough. They ravenously read, absorbing the insights of those who came before them. They proactively seek mentors who have traversed the paths they aspire to follow. By investing in their personal growth, they recognize that every lesson learned adds another tool to their arsenal. They understand that ignorance poses the greatest threat to progress and vigilantly guard against it by continually expanding their comprehension of the world around them. Reflect on the most impactful minds in history. Thomas Edison, despite his brilliance, never ceased experimenting or learning from his failures. Henry Ford surrounded himself with individuals who were more knowledgeable, ensuring his business remained avant-garde. Andrew Carnegie built his empire not because he had all the answers, but due to his wisdom in seeking knowledge from those who did. Each of these men recognized that their success hinged on their ability to learn and adapt. Never settle for what you know today. The knowledge that propelled your success yesterday may not suffice for your future. The world changes, industries evolve, and new ideas emerge. Those who refuse to learn will inevitably be left behind. Individuals who remain open to growth and relentlessly seek new knowledge position themselves at the forefront of success. Yet, knowledge itself is insufficient. It must be applied. A person may read 100 books or listen to myriad lectures, but if they fail to act upon what they learn, their knowledge holds no greater value than ignorance. The real power of learning resides in its practical application. Wisdom is gauged not by what you know, but by how you utilize it. Make learning a daily routine. Read something valuable every day. Surround yourself with individuals who challenge your ideas. Study those who have achieved what you aspire to, and document the lessons you acquire, applying them to your pursuit of success. Do not let a single day elapse without seeking new knowledge, for in doing so, you assure your ongoing growth. Your potential is limitless, and knowledge serves as the key to unlocking it. The individual who commits to lifelong learning will always surpass the one who believes they know enough. The crucial inquiry is not whether you possess the ability to succeed, but whether you will tirelessly pursue the knowledge that makes success inevitable. Daydreaming is simple. Speaking is straightforward. However, action is the critical factor distinguishing the successful from the unsuccessful. The world is populated with individuals harboring great ideas, men who eloquently articulate their ambitions and express their intent to accomplish remarkable feats. Yet, ideas without execution are empty. Words devoid of action wield no power. Success is allocated to those who take intentional and consistent action toward their objectives. You may possess extensive knowledge, but without action, it is useless. Knowledge alone does not build empires, create wealth, or ensure success. An individual who reads 100 books on success, yet fails to implement their learned principles, will invariably be outpaced by someone who reads just one and acts on it. Action acts as the bridge connecting knowledge and achievement. It is the essence of transforming dreams into reality. Too many people waiting for the perfect moment, for the best conditions, for the stars to align. However, here is the truth. There is no perfect moment. It has never existed, and it never will. Conditions will never be ideal, and waiting will only result in wasted time. Success is not attained by those who wait, but rather by those who act amid uncertainty. They comprehend that progress occurs not through hesitation, but through movement. The most significant step you can take is the initial one, regardless of its size. What matters is that you begin. Every great journey starts with a single step, and every great achievement origins from the decision to move forward. The entrepreneur who builds a thriving empire does so starting with one idea, one sale, one customer. The writer crafting a masterpiece begins with a single word on a blank page. The leader who enacts change commences with a single act of courage. Do not succumb to the trap of overthinking. Do not wait until you feel prepared. Readiness is an illusion. Success is not about feeling equipped. It is about acting before you are ready. The moment you take that first step, you initiate a powerful force. Action generates momentum. Momentum builds confidence, leading to further action. Soon, what previously seemed unattainable becomes inevitable. Challenges and setbacks will arise. Failures are certain. Yet, these obstacles do not signify an end. They present reasons to persist. Each mistake is a lesson. Every failure serves as a stepping stone. Those who continue in the face of adversity are the individuals who ascend to greatness. So, ask yourself, will you be the one who waits, or will you be the one who acts? Your future hinges on your response. Success is not anchored in intentions, but in actual actions. The time to act is now, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Start small, recognizing that nothing transpires until you take that initial step. Once you do, you will discover that action, not mere thought, nor just words, serves as the true key to success. You possess everything necessary to succeed. The only question is whether you will leverage it. Will you embrace discomfort? Will you confront challenges head-on? Or will you resign yourself to mediocrity? The choice rests with you. Remember, your time is now, not tomorrow, not some distant day in the future. Now. Take charge, confront what is difficult, and witness the transformation of your life.